Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now Kessler on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
A loss of 7 on the sack. It's second down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 65 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second and 9, Kessler going with a screen for Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Bears nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ran,
They go play action with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
I'm here all day. Check 99. Check 99. You go tight. You got tight.
Here's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
180. Alert. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hold the look. Hold. Both steps.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Trey Burton. A solid stiff arm. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Team 6. Team 6. Come.
Mike is
Squeeze. We own it. Get it.
Here's Kessler to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the Bears' 27-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Not today, Ron. Not today.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready? 10-2 start.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Get up. Fight.
From the 27, Kessler. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 14.
Ready? 18 games.
And the Saints.
Proceed. Spill. Ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. You better bring it. You better bring it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Kessler. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kessler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. After the interception, here's Trubisky connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, go.
Throwing is Kessler on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coach. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Crunch time, defense.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Kessler to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Kessler. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
42 yards on the play. First down, Saints.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
59, 59. Target.
There.
25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, Orbit. Defense.
From the shotgun, Kessler is going to take a shot at the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go.
Smith.
Final play of the half. It's Kessler. Over the middle to Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Gabriel out on the left side. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
13 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
80 weapon.
They try again with Cohen.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, Trubisky. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On the set.
We got it.
Hey, Delta.
Right, check. 59. 6 man.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Shotgun snap. Kessler toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Check. Crunch.
General West. Get it.
Kessler now on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Working from the gun, Kessler airing it out deep for Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Bilal Nichols in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Kessler. And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Single, 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 single.
Now Trubisky. And he fends him off. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over first and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal.
180. Check, 47. Rabbit.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
It's fourth and goal.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Kamara off the draw, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Squeeze, double.
Clear. Get it.
On 2nd and 12, Kessler got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
15, run. 59.
Let's get it.
Hey, nice hit.
3rd and 2, now Kessler. And he finds Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Out of the gun, Kessler. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Switch.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now Trubisky to throw. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
From midfield, here's Kessler. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Leo!
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Throwing is Kessler. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. Now Kessler on first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Kessler. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Now Kessler. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Lutz with the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Chicago, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to...
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more than pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full like points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her